football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense will have the football first. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they really... use that catch there physically. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play...
Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be a run on third and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. Play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Knight. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
On third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal.
Hey, 27, jump!
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he can fill up the hand now. Man, that's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Great run there. While the Gators have had a long list of great passers, some dudes have done it on the ground. Anthony Richardson, Tim Tebow come to mind.
Yeah, those guys were unbelievable. And what do? Anthony Richardson, speed. I mean, when you got a guy at the quarterback spot that you can feature, that can hit home runs, man, is it fun to be a play caller.
To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, but oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. on the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six.
Right down the gut of the field. The 40. At the 30. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown! Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Finds his open man. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. And that one is picked up off in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's got him wrapped up.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He'll try to do it himself. Bulldozes his way through. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Looking for a crease. It's Willis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific. The catch.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Big fella moving. Touchdown. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Touchdown, Memphis! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you Might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football, because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead around the inside.
Looking to throw again. The quick out. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very concerned.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got it in the middle. It's Richard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Snags it over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds the single-game record. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Richard. And they get him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida! Catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Knight. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the target. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. Guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. The give. And he crosses the goal line. Bunch bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.